Well, thank you so much for focusing on Hollywood Melanin, Miss Robin. I appreciate you so much. How are you feeling?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Something a kind of off tangent, but very relevant. In honor of Black History Month, I just want to really show gratitude and give you your flowers because when I think back as a little girl to actresses, you are a very predominant in distinct face that comes up. So thank you for being present and breaking those barriers. So I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Of course. So getting right into Queens, I fell in love with the show. I love the concept of getting behind the industry, right? Showing the good, bad, and the ugly, honestly. And no one can really play your character. You are that woman, you've been that role before. So what kind of interested you in tagging along into the Queens saga?
Well, I think I'm with you. I mean, I say when I first even heard, before I even saw anything, when I heard the show was in the works, I was so excited. When I heard about these four women, I'm a huge E fan. I'm a huge Brandy fan. When I just heard about it, I was excited. And I have to say, I've said it over and over again. When I saw it on the bus, the picture of these badass, fabulous women, I was like on board. And I think also, I think what makes this so special these are women they were this group once upon a time that are now, older and more, more mature in every way, more actually women and full women than they thought they were then, with so much more to offer.
Right.
And kind of, bringing their swag back for themselves as well, right? Not only, and getting back to what they love doing. So I love being part of that journey. And just the possibility of working with these women, being in their company was really, really exciting to me. And then when I actually read the script, it's 3 scenes, but I think it's really instrumental and pivotal in this story. And what I loved in particular about my scene with Brandy, when you have 2 women and there's been this one man that my character feels this woman has gotten in the way of their relationship. And so often we blame the other woman and not the man. But just to look each other in the eyes, have a conversation, be vulnerable, and end up being, I don't want to say friends, but leaning on each other, or certainly respecting each other as women, I thought was a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And that is a great segue to my next question is, that's what's kind of populating on the internet when you are looked up, is that particular scene, kind of like a woman to woman talk. It looks like you have that very like girl, type of face. So I want to talk about how important is that, and where did you kind of, pull from to have that moment to execute that particular scene?
Well, I think, I can't say that I pulled from anything in particular. I sort of like, in terms of me, acting, to kind of, let your body be the vessel, let that person live in you. And I think, when she walks in that room to meet Naomi, who's called her there, let's say, she comes with her shoulders up for a fight, not a fight so much as it's confrontational.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, she's willing to be honest.
Yeah.
Which I thought was wonderful. And I don't even know if she knew when she walked into the room that she was going to be that honest. But when she talks about finding the letter that he'd written to her, and her hurt, even from the past, kind of overwhelms her, I think. I just thought was beautiful. And one of the things that I think in particular that I loved about that scene is my character kind of gives Naomi permission, her blessing, let's say, not to go on and to love him and to be loved by him. But I think Naomi kind of offers Robin some advice, in terms of letting the past go, like let it go. But I love so much, and so did Brandy. We were like hugging just in terms of getting to see women come together, lean on each other. We've all been there kind of in one way or the other. So I love that. I love that.
Absolutely. And just to kind of close there, I think the genius in your gesture with Brandy is the holding of hands on the table ever so slightly, because I just felt that was a signal of unity and healing,
Yes,
and it's no longer about the man anymore. It's about our healing as women.
that's right. I could not agree with you more. I could not agree. It was my favorite part. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us here on Hollywood Melanin. I appreciate you so much, Robin. You have a great
Thank you. Thank you.